Hey guys, Tony here, and today I'm going to share with you a very cool video of M-Wave 2024, which, if you didn't know, is an enthusiast-driven event created by Youthman, who has brought together an incredible group of vendors and fans from all around the world. Sadly, I couldn't attend this year, although I am hoping to change that soon, but one of my subscribers and admins on my Discord server, Eric, agreed to go around and film the interview for me so that I, and others like me who couldn't attend, could get a taste for what went down. I'd like to say a huge thank you to Eric and of course Youthman for being part of the video. I think you'll enjoy this one, so let's get into it.
Hey, we got Michael, aka Youthman here. Thank you for sitting down with me. You're on the other side of the coin from where you normally are today.
This is weird for me. Normally, I'm the one interviewing you,
Right.
so Eric is interviewing me.
I'm here with Lucas, who's representing Valencia Seating. I got Patrick with JVC.
Hi, I'm Jeff with JTR Speakers.
So we're here with Kyle from Life of Bliss.
Yes, sir.
We got Jeffrey, partner with Ascendo.
Eric, big pleasure, yes.
Yes, we've
Hello.
talked a few times. Got Ike,
What's up, Eric?
Easy HT Tech. Go subscribe. He's a good guy, local to Dallas with me. Next year, we got to get Tony out here, though. We got to work on
Absolutely.
that for sure, because he would be doing a much better job in person than I'm going to be doing today. But
But he trusts you, man.
he does.
We're just
And I
two
appreciate
dudes
that, Tony.
loving home theater, hanging out, having a cool conversation.
For sure, man. What do you think of M-Wave this year compared to last year?
Better, bigger.
Bigger.
This year in particular, I've had way more fun.
So, what are your thoughts this year compared to last year? What are you thinking?
Sure, Eric, this is our third year doing this. So we started in Kansas City at the Lead Center. We had 83 attendees the first year. Last year, we outgrew the Lead Center. So we're like, we need more room so that people can experience home theater, experience different brands. And so we were just really limited at the Lead Center. So we moved to the Kansas City Convention Center last year and grew from 83 to 300. We were like, that's cool, man.
Right.
Added way more vendors. I think last year we had 3, maybe 4 full Dolby Atmos theaters set up. And so then this year we come back strong again. We brought more vendors. We've got 30 different vendors, 32 vendors here. We have 6 full Dolby Atmos systems.
What did you think? Did you sit down in JTR?
Yes,
What did you think of JTR versus Ascendo?
JTR did what JTR does,
Yeah.
which is shake the room,
Right.
love the bass,
Mm-hmm.
you know, and I think if for bass heads, right, for those of us that love that bass, you can hardly find anything better than JTRs.
So, would you say transitioning to Ascendo is the clarity there versus the bass, or do you think?
Yes, I think Ascendo, I like the clarity.
We're exhibiting an 11.8.6 system. That's right, we're going to have 11 of these Noesis 212 RTs. They are a true three-way speaker. There's a tweeter and a mid-range loaded into the horn, and then there's 2 12-inch woofers. Frequency response is 30 hertz to 24,000 hertz. So we have 32,000 watts of subwoofer in here. We're powering the 212s with a soon-to-be-released JTR amplifier. It's 2,000 by 4 watts. A little bit of firepower here, but we wanted to give all the attendees a real show and shake the room a little bit.
Going back to last year, I'll say myself and a good percentage of the people here were just all about JTR. JTR was the best speaker. It was amazing, right? And we've heard their bass. Sounds pretty good, but I've heard Ascendo's giving a run for their money this year, which is amazing. Tell me about your room.
Well, our room features all of our budget products, literally. I mean, like our entry-level line. And we're showing a 12-inch for the screen channel. We could have gotten away easily with a 10-inch, by the way, in this room. I mean, we're running this at about 105 dB peak in the room, but it is linear down to below 10 hertz. Yeah. So we're doing or achieving that with actually 16-inch subwoofers. So we have 6 in the left corner, 6 in the right corner, and 4 in the center below the screen.
Okay. Well, I'm definitely going to go experience the room today. I wanted to talk about Stereo Integrity.
Yep.
You have an affiliation with that company, and you do.
Yeah, so this year, Nick really wanted to focus not on video, but more just the subwoofers and the sound and everything. So we did not bring a projector or projector screen this year. It was really just a 2-channel setup. And instead of 4 HS24s, we had 8 HS24s this year, and we had double the amplification. So 8 HS24s, we had 4 clone amplifiers in there from Symbosen. We were bridging each one of those amplifiers to run 2 subs per amp. And we have my 1299 towers in there to kind of keep up with all the bass that we had going on. But yeah, it was a pretty incredible room and experience if you really like deep low bass and loud bass.
RTJ audio, and these are the 410s that we're showing, and these are the 18 sub. I know I'm creative with the names. This is a 18-inch subwoofer, 36 millimeters of X-Max, triple demodulation rings. We have 2400 watts going to each one. Frequency response is 500 hertz down to 20 outdoor. So in room, you're going to see single digits performance out of it. The 410s feature a coaxial compression driver. There's a mid-range and a tweeter in here. So it's a true 3-way speaker. 4 10-inch woofers. It's a 4-ohm cabinet, 97 dB 2 volt sensitivity, 9600 watts to the 418s, and then the 2 410s. We're using the Storm audio receiver. Yeah, I said it, we're using a receiver, the power of the 410s, and then the RTJ amps for each pair of subs. So we have 2400 watts by 2 and 2400 watts by 2. And the Storm produces 300 watts at 4 ohms, unless you go in bridge mode, which is on 500 watts in the 4 ohms. And I think that's about all I have. It's just a 2-channel system over here. CMOS screen and a barcode projector for some visuals, and that's about it.
So I wanted to stop in for just a moment and talk to you about what you brought to the show, you know, what you like about your chairs. What kind of feedback are you getting from people?
We're actually getting some amazing feedback regarding a lot of our new products and whatnot. Here at the MWave 2024, we've actually brought in some of our newest, most popular models. We actually have our Barcelona Grand Ultimate XL. Right next to it, we actually have our Tuscany Executive Heat and Massage. The chairs that we're actually sitting in currently are our new refined Monza Carbon Fiber Edition. The one that's to the left of me is actually one of our newest additions to the Valencia family, and that is the Tuscany Heat and Ventilation.
Awesome. So tell me, the chairs that we're sitting in, I'm noticing they have 3 armrests. So are they not, is this one large piece, or are these separate pieces?
It's actually 2 pieces. So we have a double arm that you're sitting in, and then this would be a single independent arm that I'm sitting in. So in that way, it's easier to bring into rooms. Mm-hmm. You're not trying to haul, some giant heavy piece of furniture through a doorway and whatnot.
As an admin for Build Montage on his Discord server, I help folks, with my opinions and thoughts on directions to go. And a very common question that I get is, I want to have X number of seats, but my room is X feet or centimeters. What are the options that I've got? So something like this would be perfect. So super happy that Valencia is blowing up the way that they have. Tony, I know that you supply them in Australia, and there's a reason, man. They're high quality. I'm impressed every time. I feel horrible that I bought my chairs before you guys blew up, because I would by all means have gone this direction. They're solid. You know that when you try and pick them up, they're not falling apart anytime soon. So check out Valencia chairs. If you're in Australia, hit up Tony James. So what we've got here is the new JVC NZ900. I mistakenly thought it was the same as the NZ9, but apparently it's not. So tell me the difference between this and the NZ9.
Eric, it's a completely different machine. The only thing that, to my knowledge, the only thing that's the same on it is the plastic chassis, the lens assembly, and part of the HMI boards, the laser light engine, the scaler, everything is brand new in this machine.
Really?
And it's very common with the NZ800 as well. Those are all new parts, new projector completely.
Really?
And I think a lot of people think like you did, like it looks the same, so they think we've just made some modifications. It is a completely different machine. 150,000 to 1 contrast ratio.
Wow.
The predecessor was 100,000 to 1. We got to test out some of that new technology when we introduced our 25th anniversary projectors. I don't know if everyone knows we made those, but we made 25 of those.
I was going to say there's very few of them.
Yeah, very few. So we made 25 of those for the United States, and that tested that deep, rich, dark black contrast level that we're getting in this new machine. And the NZ8 was replaced by the NZ800, and that one's 100,000 unit contrast.
Oh, wow.
And we did that at the same time we were able to increase the light output.
That's what I was going to ask. So the lumens have gone up too then.
And it's such a hard sacrifice. It's easier to get more brightness if you're willing to make some sacrifices, but we're still doing 100% of DC IP3 color gamut.
Wow.
We're still doing brightness. In fact, it's even better. Right now we're at 3,300 lumens rather than the NZ9, which was at 3,000.
Wow.
So we're brighter, 50% more contrast, and still doing all the color.
Got it. So important question for my audience here. Price point wise, what are we looking at?
That's the beautiful part. We didn't raise the price.
Wow.
Brand new machine, $26,999.95.
Right.
But exact same price point as its predecessor.
Beautiful.
And we're really proud of this new machine.
That's awesome.
Again, running a show, I don't get a chance to go into all of them. I did get a chance to go into the Ascendo room, which is right behind us. They're cranking. They've got 16-inch subwoofers in there. Wow. Beautiful Dolby Atmos system, Christie projector. Some of the screens in here, Eric, the biggest one down in Grimani Systems is 220 inches.
Wow.
I think that's wide. So it's actually, bigger.
And the funny thing is it's not even funny. That the terrifying thing is these are huge rooms. What are they, 30 feet across? This 220-inch screen looks like it's like somebody's theater room because it's taking up the entire, it's wild.
Have you been to the Grimani room?
I have. The line has been crazy to get in there, so I haven't done that one yet. I've heard it's kind of bright. Did they tune it in maybe a little bit?
Probably. I think those that went in right after they needed calibration probably had a brighter experience.
Right.
But I think they've been able to dial it in.
Dial it in a little bit better.
I experienced it once, and I'm actually going to try to see if I can experience it again before.
I checked out Stereo Integrity.
Yes.
They do what they do.
Amazing subwoofers.
Right.
And they always look great.
Right.
That's the one thing you can give Stereo Integrity.
Yep.
Is
And then
they hit hard and they look good.
They work with the deep sea. What's the name of it?
The deep sea sound.
Sound. There you go.
Yes.
They build the cabinets, and then they'll use Stereo Integrity, and you'll have shots of those cabinets. I talked to them yesterday. So some of the anodized aluminum case.
Yes.
That thing is wild.
Yeah, I spoke with them briefly, and I'm really interested in seeing how that thing works.
Right.
But it weighs like, what, 105
pounds or something like that?
Pounds?
Yeah. Seymour Screen Excellence and Seymour AV, they've been really just key partners from the beginning. They took a chance on two guys building a show. They came out year one. They came out year two. They're back here this year, bigger than ever. I think they brought 8 screens for the show.
Did they really?
So Seymour's all over here, from the Seymour AV to the Seymour Screen Excellence. So that's like their higher end tier.
And that's really from a business perspective, that's a big deal.
It is.
Because it's very expensive to bring these screens out. Expensive for the time to put them together. And then they try and sell them at a huge discount at the show because it's much more money to break them down and take them home. So huge shout out to the vendors for the show for sure.
Oh, 100%. I mean, Grimani's probably got $500,000 in gear in his room. Trinnov processor, Christie projector, massive screen. Evan was telling me, I think the MSRP on one of his big screen, he has the full 4-way mask.
Yeah, those are expensive.
I think he said it's $60,000.
I believe it.
And he's like, look, if somebody here at the show wants a Youth Man deal, I'll hook them up. They don't want to take it back home, they got to store it and ship it and all that stuff.
Yeah.
But really, we're just having fun, man.
We are, for sure. And it's that time, Tony, to tell you I'm super proud of you for hitting 45,000 subscribers. He just hit 45,000 subscribers.
Oh, wow.
I'm very proud of you. And I will say, Tony, congratulations. You just hit 45,000 subscribers.
Yes, buddy.
I'm going to shout that out on every single interview I do today because that's just a big milestone. So
Tony and I are great friends, man. We talk, we text. I was sitting on my NAS and I'm like, Tony, I'm struggling. And dude, he gets on the phone. He's such a gracious dude. Absolutely love his heart. He's got an incredible community. Dude, he's got his subscribers following him. He's like, hook me up with some content, man. Interview some people and show them, and he'll come back and edit that video.
Yeah.
So,
Well, I appreciate your time, Patrick,
No
very
problem.
much.
Thank you so much, Art.
Thank you, sir.
No problem, brother.
Thank you for sitting down.
Thank you, Bill Montage. Tony is a great guy, you know,
Yes, he
and
is.
we've chatted a few times, and you know, I love what you're doing. You've set a standard that so many of us are trying and looking up to, aspire to. So, thank you so much.
We love you, Tony.
dude, let's get you here. Let's figure out how we get in there.
Yeah. All right, Michael. I
Well,
appreciate you.
appreciate it, man.
Hey, I'm sure y'all are subscribed to Youth Man, but if you're not, please go subscribe. I appreciate you, buddy.
All right, man.
Thank you.
Thank you.
So guys, I hope you enjoyed the video. Why not drop a comment down below, giving Eric some love for taking the time to film everything, and of course to all the fellow content creators, Kyle from Life of Bliss, Ike from Easy Home Theatre Tech, Jordan Farrington from How to Raid Cowboy, who unfortunately that interview got corrupted and he has an awesome channel that is about to hit 10,000 subs himself, and of course Youth Man for being part of the fun and putting on an incredible show. Being over in Australia as pretty much the solo content creator in the home theatre space can be pretty lonely, but I really felt the love watching back the interviews, and guys, the feeling is mutual, and I really hope one day to get over to your awesome country to meet you all and experience the show. I will have links to my Patreon, YouTube channel and Discord server down in the description, so check them out if you're interested. Again, Eric, thanks so much for filming everything, and to Youth Man for providing me with the B-roll footage. It really came in clutch for the video. Make sure you subscribe to Youth Man's channel and all the other guys as well. Links will be down in the description. Anyway guys, that's it for this one. You'll catch me in the next one. Bye for now.